हाँ जी नमस्कार। यस आई एम सी ए पंकज गोयल फ्रॉम कुछ ज्ञान के टॉक्स। बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स की मेरे पास क्वेरी आती रहती है, सर आपने अब पिछले एक महीने से आप स्टूडेंट्स को गाइड कर रहे हैं, स्पेशली जिन्होंने अभी भी ट्वेल्थ किया है, कि कॉलेज करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए, कॉलेज की क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है, सीए के साथ कॉलेज कैसे करें। उसके बाद बच्चा बैचलर ऑफ मैनेजमेंट स्टडीज़ के बारे में बड़ा पूछता है, सर करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए, क्या स्कोप है। इसके बाद सीए अगर हम कर लें या एमबीए कर लें, कहाँ से बीएमएस हो सकता है। अगर मेरा टॉप मोस्ट कॉलेज में नहीं हुआ तो क्या मैं किसी सेकंड कॉलेज से कर लूँ, क्या उसका स्कोप रहेगा। तो मुझे लगा ये इन सारी क्वेरीज का रिप्लाई करने के लिए बेस्ट होगा मैं कोई ऐसी फैकल्टी बुलाऊं जिन्होंने वहाँ पढ़ाया हुआ है। यस 99 2000 में मैंने भी वहाँ पढ़ाया है, बट वो बहुत पुराना था, 21 साल पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ। तो मुझे लगा जो करंट किसी ने पढ़ाया है और उनको आइडिया है तो मैं उनको बुलाता हूँ। मैंने इनवाइट किया डॉक्टर कुंजना मलिक को। शी द पीएचडी इन फाइनेंस फ्रॉम फैकल्टी ऑफ मैनेजमेंट स्टडीज़। उनको मैंने बुलाया और उन्होंने वहाँ पढ़ाया हुआ है, तो उनको पूरा आइडिया है कि क्या कोर्स है, उस कोर्स के बारे में कैसे करना चाहिए, बच्चों को क्या कैसे प्रिपरेशन करनी है। तो चलिए उन्हीं से सुनते हैं कि बीएमएस कोर्स क्या है और क्या ये आपको करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए। इसके साथ एमबीए और सीए करके आपका कैरियर किस लेवल तक जा सकता है, चलिए उनसे सुनते हैं। वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड इवनिंग, गुड आफ्टरनून टू ऑल ऑफ यू, जितने भी लोग कुछ ज्ञान की टॉक के व्यूअर्स हैं। आज इट्स अ रियली प्रिविलेज फॉर मी टू हैव डॉक्टर कुंजना, or I should say Dr. Kunjana Malik, who has spared her valuable time for us. And based on my request, स्टूडेंट जनरली पूछते हैं कि बीएमएस कैसे कर रहे हैं, पहले कुछ बीबीए होता था, बीबीएस होता था, वो बीएमएस हो गया है। सो आई रिक्वेस्टेड हर इफ यू कैन जस्ट गाइड द स्टूडेंट्स हाउ दे शुड गो फॉर इट, व्हाट इज द स्कोप, इट इज रियली वर्थ नाउ डेज। लोग कहते हैं बहुत टफ कोर्स है। और just sharing a little bit brief profile about Dr. Kunjana. Frankly speaking, when I was reading her profile, I was bored over. She is a PhD from in finance from the FMS. She is an MBA, and plus she is also in a teaching profession. So she is the best person who can guide you. And even I remember 20 years earlier, I also taught in Sukhdev Singh College of Business Studies. But honestly, I am not a right person. Who is the right person? Who has recently taught and who knows each and every bit of that? And Dr. Kunjana Malik is the right person for it. So now, again from Kuch Gyan Ki Talk, I'll be request. First of all, many thanks for sparing the time for our students. And kindly, please brief your profile and give your introduction to the student, and then we can take it forward, please, Kunjana. And we try to keep it very informal, Kunjana.
Yes, surely. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your kind words. So, students, a very good morning, evening to all of you. I am Dr. Kunjana Malik. I am an engineer. I am an electronics and communication engineer. And post that, I did my MBA in the area of finance. I am a NET JRF scholar, and based on the same, I did my PhD from Faculty of Management Studies in the area of private equity. And post completion of my PhD, I have worked with Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, which is a premier institute for the BMS examination. And I have experience in various institutes like IMT Ghaziabad, in Narsi Munji Institute of Management Studies. And currently I am working with Vijay Patil School of Management, DY Patil University. So I'll really thank Mr. Pankaj for giving me this opportunity. So we'll just start with what is the scope after doing a BMS program, that's a Bachelor of Management Studies. So a very sorted out course these days. It's a top rated professional course. It's a 3-year undergraduation degree. And if I talk about the benefits of this course, it teaches the students to handle different projects, understand different processes, help them to gauge different business situations, how organizations work. There is so much of stiff competition in the global market. And if we talk about the career options which are there post doing a BMS course, so if we talk about the academic options, so not every student who has done a BMS will like to be employed after doing an undergraduate course. So some of the students will like to study further in order to increase their employability and in order to increase their knowledge, so students can pursue their master's degree, their PhDs, they can do their diplomas, etc. So the most sorted out degree after doing a Bachelor of Management Studies is the Master of Business Administration. And it is a postgraduate degree which gives students theoretical knowledge and practical training. And they can focus more on the areas they have learned during BMS, like, for example, in finance, in risk management, marketing, HR, data analytics, etc. And to do a master's in business administration, you have to clear your CAT examination, and a high percentile, a good percentile can land students into a grade B school like IIMS, FMS, etc. And it is a 2-year course which is focusing on different areas depending upon the interest of the students. Other options after doing a BMS for a student is you can do a Masters of Management Administration, that's an MMS. And this is a course which actually came up into limelight during the early 2000s. And the difference, if I talk about between an MBA and an MMS, is that an MMS focuses more on in-depth on some of the particular subjects. So if I talk about in detail of finance, HR, marketing, etc. So after BMS, you can enter this course, you can graduate. Though this course is not as popular as an MBA course, but there are certainly some companies and brands which are which want to hire students which have expertise in one area of management. Then other options which are available is that you can do a postgraduate diploma in management, and this is usually a 1-year course for the students. And it also teaches you good skills to become effective leaders and effective managers. Subjects like business economics, English, finance, etc. are taught in this subject. Then you can also do a master's in computer application. So this is very different, because even though it's a popular course for students who are looking to major in computer science also. So see, now it's not like that if you have done a BCA, you do an MCA. Everything has become very interdisciplinary, and it's very important to have knowledge of different areas also. So it is very natural to assume that students who have done a BCA, they will only take admission for MCA, but it's not so. This master's program is open to people from different fields. So if you have done your BMS and you are interested, you want to gain more knowledge in computer science, you should definitely go for this option of an MCA course. This course helps students to become an app developer, a data analyst, a hardware engineer, ethical hacker, business analyst, web designer, developer. And the computer knowledge that you gain after doing an MCA can help you to land into banking companies, IT, digital marketing companies, networking, etc. Some of the other courses.
Sorry to intervene.
Yes.
Very good, because even I was not aware about the MMS course, honestly.
Okay.
So before
okay,
reaching it MMS course, if we just go from the 12th area, please guide what are the, because it is being heard that BMS course is the toughest course for the entry. So is it so tough? And what is the minimum percentage required in class 12 for a student?
Okay, so so there are many BMS entrance examinations which are done. Now, if I'll talk about DUJAT. Okay, so that's an examination conducted by Delhi University, and the minimum criteria that is there for the students is 60% that you need to have in your class 10th, class 12. It's mandatory to have maths and English as subjects in class 12, and in best of 4 you should have your 60%. And if you are from reserved category, then you have a 5% relaxation in this area. If I talk about the exam pattern, there are 100 questions, 4 marks for every question, and there is a negative marking of 1 mark. And there are 4 sections. Now this is, I'm talking about DUJAT examination, and there are 4 sections. We have first section talks about English language and comprehension, in which different areas like clauses, tenses, nouns and tenses, etc. Second area is on quantitative analysis and data interpretation, where trigonometry, mensuration, profit and loss, ratio analysis. Then we have logical and analytical ability as the third section, where different analogies, different relationships are checked for the students. And the fourth one is on general awareness, which talks about Indian history, world history, UN, sports research, etc.
If I'm correct, sorry, please carry on, please.
Yes, sir. So 35, I was talking about how the rank is prepared for DUJAT. 35% of marks importance is given to the 12th marks,
Okay.
and 65% is on the basis of the marks scored in this test.
Okay.
So based on that, based on this ranking, based on these marks, a ranking is prepared, and then the counseling is done for the students, and a preference will be given to the students based on their ranking. So this is also one very positive thing about BMS, that it depends upon the merit, but 35% is weightage is given to the merit. So in case the student gives a good entrance examination, he can land up in a very good college.
Okay.
So that's one thing from my side. Other examination that happens is Mumbai University Common Management Entrance Test is there for BMS. It is for the colleges which are affiliated to Mumbai University. Here the pattern is a little different. 70% objective questions and 30% you have your subjective questions.
Okay.
Other is by IMA also. IMA also conducts All India Management Association. So if you want to get admission to certain private colleges like ITM University, GIMS, Master School of Management, etc., then you can give for the IMA exam also. So if I talk about DUJAT, number of seats, they are less. It is so it depends upon the rank that the student gets.
Generally up to which rank you believe that in DUJAT the student gets the admission in the good college?
So it depends. It completely depends how the students have performed, because for if I talk about Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, so the top rankers, they are taken in Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies. Then we have Keshav Mahavidyalaya, we have College of Vocational Studies, we have Deen Dayal Upadhyay.
Is the placement same for all? Because I know Sukhdev Singh is different. It's like
Yes.
It's like IIMs. But in other,
Yes, it's a mini IIM.
If any one person is running from Keshav or DDU College, still he has some value in the market?
Yes, definitely has a value in the market. But yes, if I talk about SSCBS, then the average package goes around 7.5 lakhs per annum. You have very good companies that come for internship, KPMG, ENY, BCG. An average package, as I said, is 7.5, and the highest package was 18 lakhs last year. So definitely Keshav and all other colleges which follow CBS are good, but yes, we cannot compare it with the best. That is
whatever I know, all the entrance examination with Mumbai or etc., it is available for all the people, whether from humanities or commerce or science. Any
yes, it is
person can be
available.
appear?
Sir, it depends. See, as I told, that for SSCBS, you need to, I'm sorry, for DUJAT, you need to have English and maths as subjects.
Right.
If you don't have English and maths, you cannot appear there. Then in St. Xavier's, Mumbai, which is also a very good college, there also you have entrance, and in 12th class, you need to have maths. Then there are some other colleges like HR College of Commerce, Jai Hind College, KJ Somaya. There you don't have an entrance examination based on the 12th class. So, so these are the different specifications which are required for different examinations.
All are 3 years. All are 3 years. Even Bombay courses are 3 years courses.
Yes, there's 3-year courses.
Okay, and the placement is almost equivalent around if a person does it from Bombay, etc. also.
So, like if I talk about St. Xavier's, as much as I know, according to the statistics, 3 to 14 lakhs is the package that goes.
Okay.
And if you talk about other companies, see, it depends upon the major. If I talk about the pay package after BMS, it depends upon the college that you are in, the marks that you have obtained, if you have done certain additional professional courses along with doing a BMS. So there are consulting companies like BCG and Bain. They offer 7+ packages to CBS graduates. Then we have Hindustan Unilever, we have ITC, which offer around 8 to 8.3, Nestle around 5.5, banks like Axis Bank, etc. They also hire BMS graduates in the area in the pay package of 3 to 7 lakhs. So as I said, it definitely depends upon the type of college that you are, how you have been throughout your curriculum, how much you have gained throughout your curriculum, and what your perspective is. Definitely companies look out for students who have a good percentage, or then there are some additional courses also which can be done. Student can do these courses along with doing a BMS, or after BMS, if you want to do a job and you want to do certain courses, like you can do an MBA executive with specialization in business analytics. You can do a product market certification. You can do a digital market PG certification. So a blockchain certification. So all these different add-ons also help you to land you into a better job. If not today,
knowledge,
then later.
knowledge upgradation is very, very important. Not just a BMS. If with BMS you had some additional things, maybe a course in the financial modeling or maybe the Excel, etc.
Yes.
Totally.
Definitely. knowledge, if you have good knowledge of different softwares like R, SPSS, eViews, then you can get into good profiles, modeling profiles, and that can help you.
What do you advise if suppose any student who is hearing this conversation of class 10th and 11th, right? And they start preparation, they should start preparation right in class 10th or 11th, or they should do it in class 12th?
So to be very true, I think it's a journey, learning journey. So if we say that there are 4 sections, one emphasizing on English, other emphasizing on quants, logical reasoning, general awareness. So what I feel as a management faculty is that this is a journey which students should develop. So there's no class that I should start it from class 8, class 9. It should be a complete journey from the beginning. But yes, the students, in case they are interested for a BMS course, they should start from class 11 or class 12. So they should keep themselves updated for the different areas that they want to explore.
And as you were mentioning, there was 65% for the entrance and 35% for the CBSE. If I remember correctly, earlier there used to be some levels of group discussion and the interview also.
Yes.
So now that marks is not there?
No, currently it's not there.
Okay, brilliant.
Currently the counseling is.
So it means now students have to cross like Abhimanyu crossed 2 levels. So now students have to cross 2 levels. One is CBSE and other is the entrance examination.
Yes.
And what do you feel? I think after doing BMS course, many of the students must be doing their own business also as an entrepreneur.
Yes, definitely. You can do, see, the courses that are taught during BMS, depending upon 1 year will be a common courses will be taught to you, which give you a brief about your different areas, like in financial management, HR, marketing, etc. After that, you are focusing on your specialization. So definitely BMS as a course, because it's a professional course, it prepares students to become entrepreneurs. If I talk about CBS, we had a special incubator cell also, where students could actually come up with their startups idea and they could be funded also. And so there's so many colleges which are having Atal incubation centers nowadays, where you can present your business ideas, you can get good type of funding. So all this is because of the knowledge that is being gained during your BMS program. So you can be an entrepreneur, you can be a project level manager, an operations manager, customer relationship manager, HR recruitment manager. So everything, you can be a lawyer. So everything depends upon, after getting your law degree post BMS, so it depends upon the aptitude of the student.
Okay, brilliant. And just tell me, is after getting the admission in the BMS course, generally students feel, is it very tough? Because I have heard, especially Sukhdev Singh College is like a school, it doesn't give that college atmosphere. Is it very, very tough?
So I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so, because I have passed the cross of I've crossed the path of a student also. I think the subjects are very interesting. You gain theoretical knowledge, you gain practical knowledge also. Lots of applications, case studies, etc. are there in the college. So I don't think so it's a tough subject. It's comparable to the other undergraduate courses also. And along with that, you are getting a professional degree.
And generally students says, because being a CA, they ask me, should we do along with BMS a CA also? Because already BMS plus MBA combination will give you your career. Then do you really need a course and put an additional burden of CA? Or
so that exclusively, according to me, depends upon the student. So if you are interested in doing, if you want to be a service professional, and if you want to earn good amount of money, because I have seen personally that CA combinations earn good amount of money, even though there's some combination of BMS plus MBA, and if you compare to BMS plus a CA, right, so that's good, especially if you are doing your majors in finance. That ways, there are so many companies, there are so many public jobs also, which give lots of importance to a CA. So
that's a very good advice that Dr. Kunjana has given to all of you. If you really get an admission in BMS, don't miss it. Do your BMS after graduation. Take your call. Either do MBA if you get in a very good institution, or you can do CA after graduation also. So BMS plus MBA, BMS plus CA is a very good combination which can give you a very good career. Dr. Kunjana, just guide me to the students for the current year session. Has the exam happened because of the COVID, or what is the situation?
No, so exams are going to happen soon. So everything is in process right now. The students can keep checking the websites for the same.
Okay. And is there any website or any material which you would like to refer where student can go there and update their knowledge about BMS?
For the entrance examination?
Yeah, about the entrance,
So-
maybe about the institutions. Is there any
So-
website where it gives like Bombay, like your Delhi has so many colleges? Is there any specific website for this?
So I cannot refer any particular website, but yes, there are India Today rankings that come. So
Okay.
students, if they want to check on to which colleges they should go for, they can check on to these rankings. These rankings are given on the basis of various factors are considered, like placements, infrastructure, faculty qualifications, etc. So that ways they can decide. Because otherwise they can check on the top colleges websites like Shahid Sukhdev, you have Xavier's College Mumbai, HR College of Commerce, Jai Hind. So all these websites they can check and they can come to me.
Great. So any final word you would like to advise to the student, because you have reached the best part and you can advise to the students what is the best thing they should do?
So I like to give a general advice, because I'm sure that the students will be well equipped with the different courses. If they want to check into the syllabus, SSCBS also on their site, they have posted the syllabus for BMS. So if they want to know what are the different subjects that are taught in different semesters, they can go through it. If I talk about a general advice, I can just say that in these tough times of pandemic, it's very important for the students to remain positive, remain principled, remain proactive, and remain productive, and consider this time to be a journey to learn about yourself. Give time to discover what you are good at, what you love to do, what do you think is desirable for you. Discover courses, discover content which makes you more happier, and work hard, because there is no substitute for hard work. Students, don't be discouraged anything, even though, because things are getting delayed, so students are getting discouraged, they are not very sure about their future, but believe in yourselves. uh, it is just opening door to some more opportunities. There will be challenges throughout your life, but you will have to start somewhere. So this is the first step of the staircase. So don't give up. And I want to end saying that the best is yet to come. Just be very well versed with what all you are preparing and be sure of yourself.
So we must thank Dr. Kunjana for sharing such a valuable thought. And if I can just sum up what she has guided, if anyone who is in class 10th, 11th, it's the right time. If you are targeting BMS, start preparing those 4 subjects. Second, do not get afraid from maths. I agree, maths means मेरी आत्मा तुम्हें हमेशा सताएगी. Mental attack to handsome students. No, you must take maths. If you do not take maths, it means you are leaving one option of BMS. Third, if you get admission in the top 10, top 20 college of BMS, you must do it. Along with BMS, do MBA or do CA as per your choice. And BMS is a good career, which a good source, I should say, good direction which can take you to the good career. So in that way, from Kuch Gyan Ki Talk, we would like to thank Dr. Kunjana for sparing a valuable time. Thank you, ma'am, for sparing a valuable time and guiding our students for this.